dive into the excitement of the 1979 classic Rock 'n' Roll High School. This isn't just a nostalgic journey, it's a wild mix of humor, surprises, and even some touching moments. Let's talk about the actors. The film had some memorable performances, but who really stood out to you? Was there someone who embodied the spirit of rock and rebellion perfectly? Let us know your favorite in the comments, but it's not all about the actors. We're also interested in your personal connection with the movie. Do you have a special memory or experience related to it? Feel free to share your stories in the comments. This film is more than just entertainment. It's a cultural icon that has had a lasting impact on many people. Whether it's the music, the chaos, or the memories, Rock 'n' Roll High School continues to be loved by audiences of all ages. Let's share our experiences and keep the spirit of rock alive. Rock 'n' Roll High School, set in the late 1970s, takes place in the lively halls of Vince Lombardi High School, famous for its excited students and love for rock music. The main story is about Riff Randell, a lively and rebellious high schooler who loves rock music, especially the famous punk band the Ramones. Her passion for music often clashes with the school's strict new principal, Miss Togar, who wants to get rid of rock music at the school. The movie focuses on the struggle between Riff Randell's carefree attitude and Miss Togar's harsh rules. Other characters include Tom Roberts, a kind-hearted football player, and Eaglebauer, a cunning student businessman. These characters add more layers to the story as they deal with dreams, challenges, and finding out who they are during their teenage years. An important part of the plot is Riff Randell's dream to meet the Ramones and write a song for them. This leads to funny and adventurous situations, ending with the Ramones playing a concert at the school. This event leads to an unforgettable ending where students, music, and a sense of rebellion all come together in an exciting way. The film, with its lively depiction of youth and rebellion, not only shows the essence of the late 1970s punk rock scene, but also touches on universal themes like freedom, self-expression, and the classic nature of teenage rebellion. Its influence was significant, leading to a new trend of teen and musical films afterward. The soundtrack, featuring the Ramones, helped make punk rock music more popular. Rock 'n' Roll High School is remembered for the era it represents, and is still celebrated for its exciting story, memorable characters, and powerful soundtrack. Its mix of comedy, music, and youthful spirit makes it a standout in the genre of musical teen comedies. In the movie, there's an interesting detail about what Kate wears during the Ramones concert. She has a belt that's a shout-out to Space Ironman Kyodan, a Japanese TV show from 1976. This belt mixes Japanese and American punk styles in a cool way. The film also makes a funny comment about how it was made on a tight budget. When the New World Pictures credit shows up, you can hear birds making a sound like cheep, cheep, cheep. This is a joke about the film's producer, Roger Corman, who's known for being careful with money. It's a fun way to poke fun at the cost-cutting in movie making. Additionally, this movie is part of a larger group of works that involve Paul Bartel and other films over almost 20 years. These include movies like Death Race 2000, Cannonball, Hollywood Boulevard, Eating Raoul, Get Crazy, Chopping Mall, Scenes from the Class Struggle in Beverly Hills, The Living End, and Acting on Impulse. This shows a strong connection in the movie world, with a network of creative projects that go beyond just this one film. These details give us a better understanding of the film's cultural and industry background. From the clothes that point to global influences to jokes about how it was made and the ongoing partnerships, these parts add to the movie's special character and place in history. Grady Sutton's role as the school board president in the movie marked a very important moment in film history. This was his last acting role after a career that lasted almost 60 years, showing how long he had been a part of the film industry. The movie had a small budget, which really influenced how it looked, especially in the case of P.J. Soles, who played Riff Randell. Because there wasn't enough money for costumes, Soles had to buy her own clothes. She even bought a red satin jacket for $300 from Fred Segal. Interestingly, musician Rod Stewart noticed this jacket when Soles was buying it, showing how music and movie fashion sometimes mix. Soles spent $100 on her wardrobe, which was all the money she made from the film, showing how much the actors cared about making the film feel real. The Scene I Want You Around was the first one they filmed for the movie. Filming this musical part first really set the mood for the rest of the movie, mixing songs and story in a special way. This movie, with all these unique things from Sutton's last acting role to Soul's effort in dressing her character, and focusing on music from the start, shows a special mix of hard work, creativity, and a true feel for rock and roll. The dedication of everyone involved, even with limited money, helped make a film that continues to be loved and remembered by its audience. The concert scene in the film at the Roxy showcases a notable presence in the front row Darby Crash, the late singer of the Germs. This inclusion subtly nods to the authentic punk atmosphere of the era, bridging the gap between fiction and the real punk rock scene of Los Angeles. The setting of the film, Vince Lombardi High School, plays a crucial role in establishing the thematic backdrop. Named after the legendary football coach, the school's name itself is a clever juxtaposition of traditional American values with the rebellious spirit of rock music, enhancing the film's central conflict between authority and youthful rebellion. A notable aspect of the film's production involved a change in direction towards the end. Alan Arkush, the director, was hospitalized due to exhaustion on the last day of shooting. Joe Dante, known for his work in the film industry, stepped in to direct the final scenes. These included the gym sequence featuring PJ Soul's performance of Rock and Roll High School, a unique long take in the bathroom, and a scene with a telephone booth. Dante's contribution, albeit brief, was pivotal in completing the film and maintaining its energetic and rebellious tone. These details, from the cameo of a punk icon to the emergency directorial shift, add depth to the film's production story. They highlight the commitment of those involved to authentically capture the spirit of the time, making the film more than just a portrayal of teenage rebellion and rock music. It becomes a testament to the dedication and passion of its creators and performers, each adding their unique touch to this memorable piece of cinema history. The romantic theme song that plays during the credits of the film is a significant element. Sung by Paul McCartney and Wings, Did We Meet Somewhere Before?, has an interesting backstory. Originally written for the movie Heaven Can Wait, it was not used in that film. The director of our film, Alan Arkush, managed to obtain the song for a mere $500 under the condition that McCartney would not be credited on screen. This economical deal and the song's transition from one film to another is a unique twist in the film's musical landscape. Set in the year 1980, the film provides a glimpse into a period that balances on the cusp of a new decade. This setting is crucial as it captures a specific moment in time, the end of the 1970s and the dawn of the 1980s. It reflects a transitional phase in music and culture, serving as a backdrop to the story and its characters. A key moment in the film is the concert sequence featuring the band The Ramones. This scene is not just a pivotal plot point, but also an authentic representation of the era's music scene. The Ramones, known for their influence in the punk rock movement, perform Rock and Roll High School in a concert setting. This live performance by an actual punk band adds a layer of realism to the film and connects it directly with the music culture it aims to represent. These aspects of the film, from its creative use of a repurposed song to its precise temporal setting and the inclusion of a genuine punk concert, contribute to its authenticity and appeal. It goes beyond being a simple portrayal of teenage rebellion and rock music, embedding itself in the cultural fabric of the time.